Stone and I'm the admin of Kickin' It in Keller, and I am here today in the heart of Old Town Keller with a local business owner that's going to share a little bit about what they do and about their stories.
Well, I'm Donna Kirkwood, and my husband and I own Farmers Insurance, the Kirkwood agency here in Old Town. Eddie originally started being an agent about almost 17 years ago, and he worked out of our home and transitioned to office suites, and then we transitioned into a place right next door that we bought. It was an old chiropractor's office, and then we outgrew that and decided it was time to build a building. And so something really cool about this building is that when we first started, we went to Keller. Used to have a event called Keller Fest, and it was huge, and everybody came from all over, and there was a builder and a realtor that we had gotten to know just through community involvement. And we joked with him at Keller Fest that first year, we're like, one day you're gonna build our building.
I love that.
And
so, you spoke that into existence.
We did.
You guys are very active in the community, and you've been around in Keller for quite some time. You've seen it grow and change. And so what are some of your favorite things to go and do and kick it around Keller?
We have great restaurants, so we definitely love to go out and just support the local mom and pop businesses. We have so many of those, and it's just been really cool over the years to see everybody's businesses grow, and we all grow together. You know, it was
Absolutely.
We all started. A lot of us started our own businesses at the same time, and just to kind of see how those have come for everybody else. But I also love when we run into people that we met 17 years ago when we were all like, are we all gonna make this? You know?
Right.
And to see just the relationships.
Yeah.
I think that's what's really genuine and really cool about Keller, is that the relationships are a big deal.
All right, I am here with the man of the minute. I was gonna say hour, but these are just minutes long. Eddie, he is the
co-owner
with your wife, and you have been doing this a really long time, so you are the guy to talk to about insurance. So here we go. Let's talk about some insurance.
I'm sure the audience is excited about that.
It's so exciting. Do you want to share a little bit about definitely maybe the thought process for someone when they're thinking about who to choose? I know usually money is a factor in terms of cost, but there's other aspects to it. So what is that you would recommend in terms of what you're looking for?
So obviously cost is important. You only have so much money, so you got to pay attention to that, but you got to make sure and understand what you're buying. You know, when you're comparing policies, they're not all the same. What type of policy is it? How does it pay out? So you can pay more on the front end and get more on the back end when you have a claim, but if you pay less on the front end, sometimes you're getting less.
Right.
And that's when you notice the difference in a policy is during a claim time, which unfortunately it's too late. So you go through and find out what's covered, what's not covered. How does it pay out whenever it pays out? You know, are you going to get cash value, which means you're going to depreciate your stuff? If it's a small claim, that's not so bad. But if it's a large claim where you're trying to replace a building or all your personal property, something like that, that's a lot of money. And so you really want to make sure that in the worst case scenario of stuff happening, you're going to be covered.
And so with that, we are in Texas, and I have noticed that there is a lot of things that happen with these roofs, and so that is critical to have the right insurance when it comes to covering for your roof specifically.
In today's world, most insurance companies are going to a different type of settlement, even though you might have a great policy that pays replacement cost on a policy, the roof might have a different settlement.
Okay.
Which means it could from day one start depreciating the roof. It could replace it for a certain amount of years at replacement cost and then depreciate afterwards. You just really got to know what that looks like when hail comes, because it's going to come. Right,
exactly. I think that's one of the things, being new to the area, I had never really experienced that. And so seeing that every year, these storms that come through and the type of damage that they can create, it was not on my radar to think about.
No.
So I think for new people moving to this area, it's really important information to think about when you're looking at your homeowner's insurance, is making sure you have that coverage.
Another scenario is if it's, you know, husband and wife with a couple kids at home who they have just their house, and they're not ready for a large pay out of pocket.
Right.
They're going to want to make sure they have the coverage that's going to cover them when that
with the upfront costs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely, and that's why it's so critical to do that work ahead of time than when you're in crisis, because really there's nothing. It's too late, right?
Too late.
The damage is already done.
Absolutely.
And so definitely, we're hoping with Kicking It that we continue to share these little tidbits of expert information from all the local professionals that we have here, because it's knowledge that we don't know. That's great, so valuable. And well, is there anything that you would like to share that you feel is fun and interesting about insurance?
And I have a fun fact too.
Fun fact.
I was his first claim.
Yep. I got the claims experience up front.
Nice.
The best part of the insurance is meeting people.
Yeah.
But we actually counsel a lot of people in the hardest time of their life too. So whether that's the loss of a loved one or, fire where they've been have to relocate, things like that. So, but we have to be there and help them out and get to see the back end of that whenever, a home's been restored or whatever, and makes you feel good.
Yeah, definitely. So having that relationship with your insurance agency and keeping it local, kicking it local, is always so important. And then, so this is always my question to everyone that I kick it with: what is your favorite place to kick it in Keller?
Oh, definitely restaurants. You can tell I don't miss a meal, but yeah, the restaurants are amazing. You can just get just about anything you want.
And you're located in a perfect location because you can walk to them if you wanted to, right?
Some we can walk to, and some we might have to drive, but it's not that far.
It's not that far. Thanks so much, guys, for kicking it with me and checking out a local business, Farmers Insurance, located at 130 East Hill Street in Old Town Keller. Check them out if you are looking to build a relationship with a new insurance company. They will definitely have your back and your interest in mind. And come and kick it in Old Town Keller. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.
I get awkward. I'm like, I don't know what to do with my hands.
I know, I'm a hand talker, so I do a lot. Like, we are farmers. Dun, 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 dun.